It's lights out, and we are racing for the last dance here at Zandvoort. A great getaway for Lando Norris, also looking to be from Kimi Antonelli as well, who's going to soar into second place ahead of his teammate George Russell. Behind them comes Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Leclerc's got ahead of Piastri at the start, as we see the two Red Bulls going side by side out of the banking. Oh, wheel banging there. The two Red Bulls are Verstappen and Lawson. Lawson is behind Verstappen. Out of the banking we go then to start lap 2 of this Grand Prix. Oh, massive crash in the barriers in the background there. That's one of the Red Bulls who's gone into the barriers, and I think it's Max Verstappen. It is Max Verstappen with a massive impact at the exit of the final corner. He is out of the Grand Prix already, and because of the damage to the barrier, we have a red flag. Oh, he got onto the wet patch at the exit of the banking, and Verstappen's in the wall. That is a huge, huge, huge impact for Verstappen. That is not what you want to see for the 4-time champ.
No, that's it. Oh, sorry.
Big impact for Max. I'm glad he's alright. This is on board with Gabriel Bortoletto spinning at the same time as Verstappen, but he's done well to keep it out of the barriers. A great save for Gabriel Bortoletto. And this is on board with Nico Hulkenberg. What's going to happen here? Whoa!
It was closing with Gabby, almost T-bone him. I know, I was watching. Yeah, good job there.
The cars then come out of the pits for the next lap here at Zandvoort.
My engine broke. Okay. Everything broke, everything turned off. Right, another extra.
We have another formation lap because Ollie Behrman has stopped his Haas. Lights out for the second time here at Zandvoort, and it looks like Kimi Antonelli's got a better start than Lando Norris. Norris tries to defend the inside. Antonelli will have the inside line into Tarzan. Kimi Antonelli leads the Dutch Grand Prix from Lando Norris. George Russell sticks just behind the McLaren, but it's the championship leader, the race leader. Kimi Antonelli leads away from Lando Norris. George Russell in third, and then Oscar Piastri and Charles Leclerc fighting for fourth there. A great restart for Antonelli here at Zandvoort, and look at that from Oscar Piastri. That was from miles back, sending it to the inside at turn 7. That was amazing stuff from the Australian. How did he do that? George Russell then into the pits, and that looks a reasonable stop for George Russell. Right then, Oscar Piastri coming into the pit to try and cover up George Russell, and it looks to be a very long stop for him. And that is not going to help Oscar Piastri. He could end up still behind George Russell. Let's find out. He's coming out of the pits now. There's Russell coming round the turn 1 banking. Piastri's coming out, and George Russell has jumped Oscar Piastri. That long stop has hurt him. Oh, look at this battle. Pierre Gasly's going for a move here on Arvid Lindblad. Lindblad's going to stick it though to the inside. Gasly locks off and almost goes into the gravel. And that's allowed Nico Hulkenberg to make a move on the Frenchman there. That was very, very risky between Gasly and Lindblad, but somehow they didn't make contact. And Gasly was the one who was the sore loser after all that. And now out of the banking, you can see Hulkenberg is now looking to have a go at Arvid Lindblad. Going into turn 1, Lindblad defends the inside. Hulkenberg will try around the outside. He is going to try around the outside. Keeps his foot in. What a move from Nico Hulkenberg. You can see there, Lindblad taking a wider line, and Gasly is all over the back of him. But look at Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda onto the grass. No, don't do it there, Yuki. Don't do it there. And he's still bringing it there, down the inside. And oh my goodness. How have they not made contact there? And how has Yuki Tsunoda done that? Getting past Gasly. Oh, here's a move. Charles Leclerc looking to go round the outside of Oscar Piastri. Piastri keeps it to the inside. Leclerc now trying to switch back. Heading down towards turns 2 and 3. Leclerc will have the inside line. Piastri tries to fight back, taking the low line. And Charles Leclerc gets past Oscar Piastri and moves up into 4th. Great move from the Monegasque driver. And now it's his teammate Lewis Hamilton's turn to make it a Ferrari 4-5 for the time being here at Zandvoort. Lap 35 of 72 in the Zandvoort, and there goes Lewis Hamilton. Piastri tried to move to defend from the 7-time champ, but it wasn't enough. And Hamilton gets ahead of Piastri up into 5th place. On board with Norris, who's getting ever closer to Kimi Antonelli, which is for the net race lead. Hamilton's leading, but he hasn't stopped yet. He's either A, going to the end, or B, he's staying
A
there.
wider line, exit turn 10. I can't look at that,
Hamilton is doing well, defending from Antonelli and Norris. After hearing Antonelli had no rears on the last lap, could this be where Lando Norris takes the lead back from Kimi Antonelli? Antonelli's going to try to the inside of Hamilton, he can't do it, but there goes Lando Norris round the outside, and Lando Norris gets past Kimi Antonelli. A lovely move from the reigning world champion, and now he can set his sights on Lewis Hamilton to take back the lead. Hamilton was a bit wide coming out of turn 10, now into turn 11. Lando Norris says thank you very much, and he takes back the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix. Hamilton now will try and defend from Antonelli. Virtual safety car deployed because Esteban Ocon has stopped his Haas at the exit of turn 3. Hamilton and Leclerc come in for soft tyres. Will this help them fight for the podium? Antonelli he comes out just ahead of Lewis Hamilton. This is Pierre Gasly trying to get past Arvid Lindblad. Oh my word, that was almost contact there. Moving, swerving. But no, that wasn't Lindblad. I think it was Sonoda? Yeah, it was.
Is he fighting for the win? Or is he planning to catch Norris?
George Russell has told the team, is Antonelli fighting for the win against Norris? He is. Oh, it looks like there was a collision between the two Williams there. Oh dear. Carlos Sainz slamming into his teammate Alex Albon, and the two Williams have come together. We start the last lap. Here at Zandvoort, Hamilton has a little look at Russell, but Russell just does well to defend hard from the 7-time champion. Russell though goes slow exit out of turn 1. Will Hamilton be able to have a go at Russell? Not into turn 3. Russell keeps ahead so far of the Ferrari, and watch out for Leclerc, who's in the fight as well. He absolutely is there. Oh, that was very sketchy between the two Ferraris there. Leclerc thought of a move, almost went into the back of Hamilton there. That would have been disastrous. Meanwhile, back-to-back wins for Lando Norris as he wins the final Dutch Grand Prix to take himself closer and closer to the top of the championship. Kimi Antonelli will come home to take 2nd place for Mercedes ahead of his teammate George Russell is 3rd. Hamilton and Leclerc 4th and 5th. Over the line, that got close at the end, but not enough.
Another one, well done. Thank you everyone. Let's keep pushing. It's not easy enough. The fight's still on. Let's keep going.
The fight is still on indeed for Lando Norris as he makes it back-to-back wins, and he comes back from the summer break with a huge amount of confidence. We say farewell now to Zandvoort's for the time being. Is off the F1 calendar now as we head off to Monza in 2 weeks' time to see if anybody can catch Mercedes.